Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. We go to the next hadith, or next part in the chapter of nikah, chapter of marriage. It says the Babul Walima wal Urs. This part will talk about the feast that is a sunnah for the groom to invite the people of the town or people in general to celebrate his marriage. And of course, al-urs is the actual celebration. So these two things are prescribed for us for announcement of the marriage, and also to celebrate and to make people happy and strengthen the bonds in the community and so on. It's a good opportunity for all of this. Some people may have some family issues with other parts of the family, but when something like this comes, it's a good opportunity to invite them and and get rid of any kind of qat' al-arham, severing those bonds of kinship. It's a good opportunity to retie these bonds and mend whatever is between the people. Now, the first hadith, well, this is continuation of the chapter, so he goes on to mention this next hadith. عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم رأى على عبد الرحمن بن عوف أثر صفرة فقال ما هذا؟ قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إني تزوجت امرأة على وزن نواة من ذهب. قال بارك الله لك وأولم ولو بشاة. متفق عليه. الصفرة كان أثر الزعفران. So this hadith is narrated by Anas ibn Malik. The Prophet ﷺ saw a trace of yellow color on Abdul Rahman ibn Auf. They used to have some kind of za'afaran. It's some kind of plant that has good smell, scent. Saffron, za'afaran. Saffron it's called. So they used to put it on in events like this. So Prophet ﷺ saw this yellow coloration on Abdul Rahman ibn Auf, one of the Sahaba. Prophet ﷺ asked, what is this? He replied, O Messenger of Allah, I have married a woman for a nawat, which is kind of weight equal to the date weight of gold. So the weight of a date, but in gold, he gave as a dowry to this woman. He said, may Allah bless you, hold a wedding feast, even if with a sheep only. So, أولم ولو بشاة. And this hadith shows, it is recommended that when you see a change on one of your Muslim brothers, to ask, maybe he's sick. Maybe he has jaundice or something. You never know. If you see some yellow discoloration. So you ask how you're doing and so on. Also, the sunnah to make dua with barakah, blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he says, Barakallahu lak. You can say it shortly, Barakallahu lak, may Allah bless you. Or you can say the longer dua, which is, what do you say? Barakallahu laka wa baraka alayka wa jama'a baynakuma fi khair. And may Allah make this a blessed union. Jama'a baynakuma fi khair. Yeah, Barakallahu lak means may Allah bless for you. Alayka, and bless you. Bless for you means bless your wife for you. And bless you and make it a blessed union. Now.
Is there a timeline between when the nikah and
the walima? No, it's whatever people are used to, that is, but nothing is set in stone in the sunnah as to the time between the actual marriage contract and the feast. But it is now, it's tradition to do it to them same day usually, right?
Still time for his walima.
And Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, next hadith. These hadiths are quick because they're quite obvious in meaning. عن ابن عمر رضي الله عنهما قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا دعي أحدكم إلى وليمة فليأتها ولمسلم إذا دعا أحدكم أخاه فليجب عرسا كان أو نحوه. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم شر الطعام طعام الوليمة يمنعها من يأتيها ويدعى إليها من يأباها. We'll leave this hadith, the following hadith to the next time, but the one that I just read I'll translate for you. Actually, these are hadiths in general, and I'll just translate the first one. I will leave the rest, inshallah, till tomorrow. But the meaning for the next hadith is narrated by Ibn Umar. Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, when one of you is invited to a wedding feast, he must attend. Agreed upon. The other narration by Muslim, when one of you invites his brother, he must respond, attend, whether it's a wedding feast or something similar to that. Now he must attend. Some scholars understood that you must attend. It is like a wajib. It's clear.
That language.
Yes, its language is strong, and even there's a one that's coming. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا دعي أحدكم فليجب فإن كان صائما فليصلي يعني يدعو له وإن كان مفطرا فليطعم. وقال إن شاء طعم وإن شاء ترك. The meaning is that he has to go, and then if he's fasting, he makes dua for them and he doesn't have to eat. But if he's not fasting, he has to eat. So this, because some people will feel bad if they call you for an invitation like this, an occasion like this, and you don't go. So some scholars said it is mustahab. But I think the stronger opinion is that it is wajib. Unless you have a stronger wajib, a stronger obligation, like somebody made the walima and it's time for salah. Salat al-Jum'ah مثلا. Which one do you go to?
Or if it is your own marriage then.
Yes, sir. If you're getting married somewhere else, you're right. Something like this. Then you have to go to your marriage, right? And he finds somebody else other than you.
You go for Juma and go back and eat.
You can as well, yes.
Sheikh, what about for religious reasons? For example, nowadays, even Muslims, they have some practices that are not halal. So, for example, in India, they would call dancers and people like
Yes,
that. So,
good. No, thank you for mentioning that. The condition for going is that there's nothing haram. If there's haram, then you don't go.
Yeah.
Because then that's a stronger reason not to go, okay? There's another wording of the hadith, وَمَنْ لَا يُجِبْ فَقَدْ عَصَى اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ. It's very strong wording, this one. It says, who does not respond, he has disobeyed Allah and His Messenger. To that extent. And it is a narration by Imam Muslim, it's authentic as well. So it's very important to know this, but as long as there's nothing haram, you could ask, you can say, is it going to be dancers, is it going to be things like this, too much mixing between men and women, and many women not wearing hijab, you can say, no, I can't go to these kind of occasions in this kind of situation. Also,
What's the lesser of the two evil in that? To make the bondage of the brotherly kinship.
yes. That's a good question as well. Normally, they have more than one kind of, they have a place for feasting and another place for the dancing and stuff like this. You may attend the one doesn't have too much haram, and that's what many people do. They say, okay, I'll come to you and have and eat with you, but then you don't stay till late at night where there's dancing and music and so on, right? So you find a way. They mention that here right now, such as if for instance the utensils they're using are made of gold or silver, this is a reason not to go, because you can't eat in those things. If there is also mixing between men and women and so on, or you know that his money is haram, that he's somebody who steals money from people. So many reasons why you may not go. But in general, if there's none of those reasons and you have nothing else, an obligation on you to attend to, like let's say you're working and you have something very important to take and you can't take off, then you have another obligation that supersedes it now. Okay. We'll stop here, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.